Hey Wibble, so this is going to be a review of Man of Medan, and this is the Dark Pictures anthology. It is the same makers that made Until Dawn, which I really enjoyed. So the gameplay is pretty much like the same sort of thing, which not loads of people are into. Obviously, people have their different things. So what I liked about this game is like it marketed it as a horror game, and with options. So you've got like an option to play with friends. That one you can play where you can pass the controller with each other, and I believe you can also play online as well. And then there's the play alone option if you want to play alone. So the whole concept of this is a group of friends, siblings, hire this boat to basically go on a dive, and they find something, and then from there on it kind of goes through a little bit of shit. Without giving too much away, they end up on this abandoned ship, and things kind of go worse basically. So without giving too much away and stuff like that, when it comes, there's a lot of jump scares in it. Now with me in horror games, if you're wondering, is this scary? This is the last person you want to ask, because I'm a fucking pussy. I can watch horror films. Trust me, I can watch horror films, but when it comes to horror games, I don't know why. I just no. I'm just like shit. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. So to me, this was scary. Obviously it depends on if you find things scary and stuff like that. So that for me, it did its job in actually scaring me. But it's the whole thing's like a fully like a trip sort of thing. Like it's really weird, and like not everything's real, and it just gets weird. But let's just stop about the story. About the story. So I enjoyed the story. Now, saying that I enjoyed the story, it's not that long. I managed to finish it in 3 days. I want to say it probably took me 4 hours, 5 hours. I could have, if I'd had a day completely where I could play this, I probably definitely could have done it in one sitting. But I played it when I had a little bit of time. I played it, but I managed to finish it in 3 days. I mean, even though it is a short story, I still felt satisfied. About the gameplay as well, it's one of those things where it's a choice. So making different choices, will make different outcomes. I can definitely say that is 100% true. I think it's more leaning towards that way than Until Dawn, from what I can remember. Saying that I've watched PewDiePie's gameplay, and half of it's got some of the, obviously the main story is the same, but you can tell with the actions that you've chosen has changed things. Where which character picks what character to go to explore things, and different things that actually happen as well, compared to what choices you do make. So I definitely say, because I know a lot of games say that, um, picking different choices will have different outcomes, and half the time, only about 5% is true. Really, there's only a few nitpicks that it changes, but this one I would say it changes quite a bit depending on what options you do choose. It is survival, so the end of the game is to try and not have everyone killed. I only managed to save 2 of the brothers. I won't go into detail about that though. But yeah, just in case you want to play this game. When it comes to graphics, now when it comes to graphics in games, I'm not that bothered unless I enjoy the story, unless it's annoying or it's just really obvious. With this game, it is a little bit, what's the word? A little bit jagged, I'd say. It's a little bit jagged in places. It's not as smooth as well, coming from a cutscene. Fun story, I accidentally pressed stop while I was recording. So, yeah, so basically I was saying it is a bit laggy in places. So, that can be a little bit annoying. Well, not annoying, but it's noticeable. It can take you out the story, if that makes any sense. Especially when it's cutscene to gameplay, that isn't not that smooth. And obviously, you want it to be as smooth as possible. It kind of with the whole lagging, and it kind of just gets you out, takes you out this, takes you out the story a little bit, if that makes any sense. Um, it is one of those games where it is choices do make a difference. Uh, it can make a big difference to what happens, or what's different scenes that happen and stuff like that, and also who your players decide to go with and explore and stuff like that. As I said, also though the scenes as well. Saying that, I've seen PewDiePie's gameplay this game, and yeah, the choices do make make a difference. Because a lot of the times, games that say that, it's kind of about 5% of the time where your choices actually make a difference. Only a little smidgen, but this really does make a difference. Um, what else was I talking about? So annoying, repeating myself. Oh yeah, that was it. So some people complain about the length of it, the length of the game compared to how much the money is. If that bothers you, I'm not sure how much they're selling it as Xbox, but in game, if you're from the UK, they are currently selling this for £24. I pay full price because I did get this from Argos. I should have probably looked around first, but you can pick this at game if if you want to. If you want to get it cheap, because if that bothers you, to me, length of the game doesn't bother me, just and the price, just because of I don't have a lot of time to play a 12 hour game, or even like a 23 hour. Some of them are ridiculously long. So for me, length doesn't matter. It's just more about quality. I will say though, just because of the lag and everything like that, I did expect that not to be in the game for the price. Overall, if I was to rate this game, I would say 7 out of 10. It's a good game. I did enjoy it. I said there are some niggles in it where it comes to lag and stuff like that. The graphics aren't as smooth as I expect it to be. But overall, I enjoyed the story. I thought it was scary. I'm a pussy. I repeat, I'm a pussy. It's up to you if you're a pussy or not. To be fair, it wouldn't surprise me if it's not that scary. I'm just a pussy. But there are plenty of jump scares. But yeah, that is it for this review. So, bye guys.